Yeah, hang on. I gotta go get my. I might get a delay here. My damn living room's pitch black,
to kick it away.
but you can see me perfect. I'm giving you this one for free.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it?
I just gave you that right there for free.
It just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
You got that was messed you up right there.
Oh yeah.
Messed you up. Yep.
All right.
Throwing on first down is Breeze. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
Let's see here. What do I want to play now? I thought you said you were going to bed.
Well, I seen you on there. Let's try it one time.
And the former Heisman winner. This is marking.
Chill it out.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Red Guys pick up a 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back to back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways,
So
right?
is this
Threw the ball
whooping?
first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
On first down, Breeze. Over the middle, it's Thomas. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
And down inside the 15.
There you go. You got that running game going on.
That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there.
That one
wasn't
kid,
it?
he does the same play every time.
Hey, what?
If that continues,
he plays the same play every time.
For those guys trying to play some defense.
And able to push his way forward
Never
here for a
threw
good
it
little gain.
To the end.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. And he had a nice play there from his free safety position to hold him to nothing.
And, Brandon, remember when the free safety was always back away from the line of scrimmage?
That's changed.
That changed in a big way. The way we see it now, they're almost mirrors between the free safety and the strong safety.
Intercepted.
Picked up by DeMonte Casey. He couldn't get the hook up there.
There
That
it
time
goes,
with
here it
Thomas.
This is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
21.
They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
We got 3, fellas. Ready? 5, 25.
Contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this?
I'll take it.
So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
So after the penalty, now they need just a yard on 2nd down.
Ready? 5, 25.
This is Coleman. It's
I damn got stumbled up there.
leads to a new set of downs.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make
There's a
plays on
lady
the
can
edge.
straighten them up
Line of
somehow.
scrimmage, the 37.
Yeah, you push up
first
on
and
the
10.
joystick, on the right joystick.
21.
I just did it too late.
They go play action here on first down.
Damn, he ran right over there to you, guy.
Pulled down. Alex
Hey, that guy's bowling there.
Yeah, I seen this shit.
Got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9.
Rolling,
And they
man. We
need to
play
work to
football.
at
Where the
least
hell
get
you
some
at,
of this
guy?
yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2, but they face a 2nd and long to start things out. Here's Coleman. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 11 on that one, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
Well, it looks like they caught him off guard on 2nd and very long by running the football. All right, we always talk about tendency breakers and counters and doing things opposite the grain, and that worked very well for them. Picked up really nice yardage, but they still have a lot of work to do on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Ryan. And he's taken down here by the Saints.
Don't let me win on
Hindsight
purpose.
is 20/20, partner. They should have kept it on the ground again.
It almost looked like the O-line was blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. The punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away.
What the hell? There you go. Get his ass. Ran right past you.
It's a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The football going back to the New Orleans Saints. I wanted to ask you, Charles, for the Saints, how you think they stack up against the other teams near the top of the NFC, the Rams, the Bears? Where do you think they figure in?
Well, they can score well enough that if the Rams...
Intercepted.
Coverage, and it's intercepted.
Yeah, I ain't gonna listen to him.
And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They run the play fake to Coleman. Now Ryan. This will be caught inside the 10. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10.
Had to get that one out quick.
Him at the 5.
Yeah, that's coming for you.
Nice gain of 25 yards. A first chance in the red zone for the Falcons now. They've got it 1st and goal at the 6. Coleman. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
Not a whole lot there after the penalty, but remember, it was 1st and 5, not 1st and 10. So now they can keep grinding out 1st downs, and good things can happen for them. Just 2nd and short coming up.
2nd and goal from the 1. Ryan. And he's got the star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown.
More of the games right here.
Julio Jones. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Falcons are in for 6.
I might miss that one. I got it.
Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And that makes the score 7-0. Here's Bosher to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll They'll take this up past the 20 and
What's
down
that other
at the
boys? What
22
team
yard
does he
line.
usually play with?
Back out onto the field now
He
comes
used
the New
Titans.
Orleans offense. And it's been
Oh,
a
hell.
miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done.
And he
Oh.
can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Oh my God,
Beasley able to get him for a loss of about 3.
And throw it
He
like
was
400
trying to
pounds.
keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
You can throw it out of bounds,
Every bit of the technique.
pressing down on
If no one's
the right
open, there is
joystick,
no
pressing
technique
in
except
on it,
make sure you hold on to
using
the ball
R3.
as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Click in R3.
Yeah.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Shotgun now for Breeze. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking.
Oh,
Still
man.
sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Breeze again here on 2nd and 10. This is a catch by Ted Ginn. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Breeze to another longtime vet, Ginn, for the New Orleans first. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down, Ingram. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Exactly what they needed right there. They needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Breeze gives it up to Ingram. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now a timeout taken.
Who kicked it off, you or me?
Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then
did.
another timeout if
Okay.
they hurry. We'll see. On 2nd down, Kamara. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away.
Ooh.
And he missed it. It's no good. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the
third quarter,
NFL
wasn't
on EA Sports.
This is 3rd quarter now.
Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the 2nd half. The Falcons back to receive. They've
Only
got the
third-
lead, and they'll get
third
this
down,
football as the
9.
second half gets underway. On the return, here's Justin Hardy. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done
them
things in a
offside.
certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. And they'll run it here. And an alley run. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
They will run again with Coleman. Room to run inside the 40.
There he goes. All the way.
And he's into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Tevin Coleman, 53 yards. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
Bryant's extra point up and good. And it's now 14-0. Here's Bosher to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Ingram again, a first down carry. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Right back there, still trying to block.
Scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are.
Usually
They're
all
on the road
around
and
me,
just
blocking
one
me.
big
Hell, the other
play away
guys.
from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now Breeze on third down. And that's complete.
Oh,
It's
man.
Watson. And he's going to get
beautiful.
this down to the 35-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Breeze now on 1st down.
Not right there, though.
And it's free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Breeze. And this is
Oh, he
going to be
fumbled it.
incomplete.
He started dribbling it in
Hasn't been
there.
his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
3rd and 10 coming up. What you going to do now?
He's got to throw it better.
Interception coming on.
Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
How you going for it?
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This officially a 55-yard attempt.
55 yards?
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
Oh.
And this one will not work out. It is incomplete. It would have been a long field goal. The fake doesn't work out. I do want to take this time to mention that the next few months, very big in the competitive Madden Championship Series. A few weeks ago, we saw Skimbo go back-to-back.
That's right, back-to-back, 2nd straight year.
You're fired up. And then next up, the Madden Challenge, and it's a $190,000 prize pool, and the ladders to qualify for that tournament now available in MUT draft mode. Exciting things. By the way, do you have a gamer tag, Charlie?
No, I do not have a gamer tag. You must be a good player in order to earn a moniker.
And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Here's Ryan to throw.
It bounced off his helmet. I threw it a little too early.
And then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Ryan.
Oh.
Couldn't hang on to it through the contact.
Yeah, there we go.
Incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Here's Matt Bosher now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time.
What the hell is so much jumping in the air like that?
And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
See that guy jump in the air?
Out is the Saints
Yeah.
offense now as they get ready to take
Like,
over here.
21.
And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Here we go. 36.
Breeze now. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, You enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. The 15 yards there on the catch and run. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the fourth quarter of play. And now we won't see a
What'd you
play
call
on first
timeout
down.
for?
We're going to get a timeout
I hit
instead.
the wrong button. I was trying
That's
to
going to leave
hit
them with
X
just
to
one
hurry
remaining
up, and I
here in this
come up
fourth
with
quarter.
Oh,
plays.
hell.
I didn't know which one I picked.
Hey, ready? Yellow lady, yellow lady. 11.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
21.
Breeze now on first down.
Oh, yeah.
He's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 48, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
After the interception, here's Ryan. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. It's a big play there for Atlanta. And even 40 yards.
Got lucky on that one.
Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
11.
Now a play fake here on first down. Throw left side, taken in by Hill.
Touchdown.
Into the end zone, touchdown Atlanta. A great play there. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Falcons turn that interception into a touchdown. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and it's now 21-0. Here's Bosher to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going.
Oh, yeah.
No, you come from.
I came from right there in the middle.
Damn,
I'm going to use your aggressiveness against them as this game goes on.
I timed that one just right.
You
Don't need
did.
it all back at once, but you figure they're
And
going
the
to do
hand up.
something here.
Damn.
17 yards to go on second down. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. The Saints on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Breeze hands to Ingram. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down.
And that's another stop for the defense. Something we've seen all game long. They have been on fire today. No matter what's called by the offense, they've had an answer for it.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Breeze, got to have this one. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down in bounds. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. They take over a great field position. They've got the big lead. Most would say they should kneel it, but the key word there is should. You never know here.
You never know. That's the exact play that should happen. But some people like stats.
How'd you like it?
Some people like to put more things on the board, but kneel down is usually the right play here.
We'll see what they do in this situation. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
Got to keep up, all you guys.
They come out here in the eye. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1.
You're picking the dollar offense, I think's what it is. I mean, dollar defense. Boom!
And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown.
What did Nate say? Let me give it to me. It's too late, Nate.
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons will extend their lead. Bryant's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 28-0. Here's Bosher to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something.
He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. 78 yards. And the Saints get a bit closer. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Get ready for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No.
Slow clap, he said.
They haven't been very nice.
Slow clap
It's
on
been
me.
a struggle. Lutz now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels, because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right, and sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed. They protected the home field, and now the final stages. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Alex Okafor.
You got me.
Now they want to do something. Now they want to do something.
Sack now of the afternoon. So the
Okay,
sack
now I get
pushes him
touchdown.
back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. And they'll go with a ground attack here. They find some open field here. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Hey, let's go. Hey, Tuesday. Four down. Ready, come on.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining.
Get up. 11. Hey, 4 down. Look out.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10.
Oh, man. That's a bunch of crap.
Oh, look at this. Ryan's going to throw it. On the screen, this is Coleman. Got some real estate inside the 30.
Boys.
And he takes it for the score of the game.
Touchdown.
So it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Now the final act of this victory, the extra point. The extra point up and good, but this one was decided anyway.
Good game.
Final
I'll
action
try
in this
again tomorrow.
ballgame.
Yeah.
And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all
I'll holler at
teams,
y'all
no matter
tomorrow.
where they're predicted to finish,
I will
talk
see you
about
again.
protecting your
Good night.
home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.